boys and girls. For reading these last 4 days here, I think what I'm going to do is read you the first chapter of different chapter books that I think some of you might be able to read, because some of you are kind of getting ready to go into that next stage of reading, and you might want to find some books that are chapter books that you can read. Okay, so Junie B. Jones is kind of a good one to start. Mom and Dad could read it to you, or you could try to read some of it. You could read it together. And there's lots of books. Like this is book number 6, but it's called Junie B. Jones and That Meanie Jim's Birthday. So I'm just going to read the first chapter. Your assignment is only going to be to rate it. So you know how to rate. Give it a 1, 2, 3, or 4 stars. Tell me if you like it or not, or if you think it would be a book you would want to read on your own, and tell me why. So yes, I would want to read it, or no, I would not, and give me an answer why. And we're going to do that every day for a different type of book, a different type of chapter book that you should be able to read. So listen carefully. See, this is reading level 2.1. So that means if you were a second grader first month, you should be able to read this book, okay? So chapter 1 is called Eating Cake. Now this is an old book, so it's got some like dirt in it, but I'm going to show you the pictures here a little bit. Some of these books have pictures, some don't, but this one has a little bit. Eating Cake. My name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice, except I don't like Beatrice. I just like B, and that's all. B is my bestest letter, on account of my favorite food starts with that guy. Its name is birthday cake. We had that delicious stuff at school today. That's because Polly Allen Puffer turned 6 years old, and his mother brought chocolate cake and chocolate ice cream. There's Polly Allen Puffer. This is Junie B. And this, I think, is, I can't remember her name. We'll see. And chocolate milk to room 9. Oh, there's no picture, so I'll just read this. She is a chocolate nut, I think. The party was very fun. Except for Polly Allen Puffer got all wound up, and he put cake on his head. And then he laughed until milk came out of his nose. That is called nose milk, I told my bestest friend named Lucille. Lucille is a little lady. Ew, she said. I wish I didn't even see that nose milk, because now my stomach feels upset, and I can't eat the rest of my cake. Me too, I said. Now I can't eat the rest of my cake too, and so I will throw both our cakes in the trash can for us. And then I picked up our cakes and I hurried to the trash can. And then I looked all around me very careful, and I quick ducked behind the trash can, and I stuffed both those cakes right in my mouth. I rubbed my tummy real happy. Now, all I need is some milk to wash it down with, I said. That's when I saw some milk sitting on a table all by itself. I picked it up and I drank it all gone. I said, that hit the spot. She's being naughty, isn't she? Just then I heard a voice. Junie B. Jones, why are you out of your seat? It was my teacher. Her name is Mrs. She has another name too, but I just like Mrs., and that's all. Mrs. has eyes like a hawk. What are you doing over there? She asked me. I am sharing people's cake and milk, I explained, except for they aren't actually here at the moment. Mrs. rolled her eyes way back in her head, and I smiled really sweet. Guess what? When I have my birthday party, I'm going to bring cake and milk too, I said. Plus also, I might bring a beanie weenie casserole, because that will be a nice change of pace, I think. Just then, I skipped over to Polly Allen Puffer's mother. Excellent cake, madam. My compliments to the chef, I said. And then her and me did a high five, only she didn't actually put her hand out, and so I mostly just slapped her on the arm. She's crazy. After that, I skipped back to my seat. Lucille was finishing her chocolate ice cream. She had a chocolate mustache on her lip, and I did a frown at her. Lucille, I'm surprised at you, I said. You are not eating that ice cream like a little lady, and so I will show you how. And then I quick dipped my spoon into Lucille's ice cream. See, I said, see how I am taking dainty bites of this stuff? Only just then, a dainty bite of chocolate ice cream slipped off my spoon, and it plopped into Lucille's lap. And she jumped out of her chair. Oh no, she hollered. Now look what you did. You spilled ice cream on my brand new dress. There she is. She doesn't look very happy. Oh my goodness. And my Nana just brought this to me from New York City, and it costed $95 plus tax. Mrs. hurried up to my table. She had a wet sponge to clean Lucille's dress. No, don't, said Lucille. You can't put water on this, because this dress is made of satin, and satin is dry clean only. And Mrs. made an angry face at me, and I did a gulp. Who knew? I said real soft, and then I put my head down on my table and I covered up with my arms, because that is called lying low. And lying low is what you do if you know what's good for you. And that's the end of that chapter. So I'm not going to read anymore. If you want to know more about this book, or if you like what you heard, go get some more Junie B. Jones books and read them for yourself. But your assignment today is to rate this book so far. Would you give this book 1, 2, 3, 4 stars? And why?